it's morning at the moment anyway. It's Monday morning actually, and being Monday morning, it's an opportunity to get up and get on with that kind of approach to the day. That is pretty important, positive, joyful, anticipatory. H is Planck's constant in physics.
It's a letter that you're going to see very, very often in lots of physics equations.
But it also stands for something else. H is for happiness.
Now, I don't know if you can read that very well, so just in case you can't, I'm going to write it again. That's better. It's the elusive principle. One of the reasons it's elusive is that we live in a negatively charged universe.
Negativity is a path of least resistance. It seems to be a default mechanism that our brains head for whenever there's any possibility that we might be able to go there. Big danger. Pocket pursuit. Now, we're brought up to believe that if we do certain things, they're going to make our parents happy. And we're brought up at school even to believe that doing certain things is going to make other people happy. Now, this is a dangerous premise because it teaches us to think that it's our responsibility to put happiness in other people's pockets. And we pursue that.
We end up being people pleasers, and we end up investing a lot of our time into making other people happy.
Now, there is a lot to be said for grace and goodwill, kindness, the ability to contribute positively to somebody's environment. That said, we can also invest a lot of time and energy in pocket pursuit. Guilt blame cycles.
As soon as we become resentful, we start blaming. Because we can't see a core in ourselves of where this pattern comes from.
We cannot take responsibility for the fact that these other people are not delivering us what we want. So in setting up the blame, we set up a guilt potential. And wells of potential, as I said, are tending towards the negative slant because this is the way the universe is set up.
Okay, so what we've got here is the familiar electron that is negatively charged. It exists in our universe as a negatively charged particle. Its opposite number is the positron, so that's its antiparticle, and the positron is positively charged.
So now I'm going to go into the positive elements and see what we can gain from what we've just looked at. Self-reliance / awareness. Be aware of your place in space-time. That's really important. You only have the present. I'll explain that.
But essentially, time is a causal framework, cause and effect, moving in the one direction in which we see cause and effect happen within the confines of the universe that we occupy and the brain of the universe that we occupy. So what is time then?
And while we've only got the present to work with, of course, that makes it a very valuable commodity.
Past and future anxiety don't have any value here.
Personal responsibility. Now, it's slightly different to self-reliance and awareness because that responsibility means that you actively contribute to your own world line. Present commodification. Now, I've called it commodification because the present is a commodity. Time is a commodity that we have invented in our brains as being segments of our cycle around the sun.
Our revolution around the sun being the only point of reference. Well done, Wedley. The only point of reference that we have to the passage of this stuff.
Essentially. So we associate time with our movement, the planetary movement around the sun and on its own axis around itself. So we don't actually have too much of a handle on what time really is. Present commodification is essentially the one thing that you need to get a handle on at the start of your day, because then you can carry it through to the rest of your day. And hey, good luck with other people's present commodification, because that's up to them. Be responsible for your own. Look after yourself. Take care. Have fun. See you soon. Bye.